What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. Alright guys, jumping on the main account. This is my first attempt. I've decided to build some teams for you guys. If you are a Dolphin or a Whale, or if you have these units, they may help you get through this to get the place. As you guys can see here, I am going to be number 1 on the charts right now for my battle zone. And I'm going to show you guys what I did. So you guys can kind of either mimic the way if you want to mimic it, or just kind of play around with it. So my setup is as follows, okay? So I'm going to explain the logic behind the teams, and you guys can go from there. So MH of course, is going to be for the trigger attacks and his debuff. Evil Ryu can step in for him, by the way, for this position. It's up to you if you want to use Evil Ryu or not. If you don't have MH unfortunately, there's really not many other trigger units out there that are going to be as good as him or Evil Ryu. So one of the two should take that spot. Viper will be main DPS here. Poison will be your buffer, and then Gen will be your backup C2 DPS. Okay, so the goal of this team here is to essentially get Viper and Gen to do as much damage with Poison while she's alive, and that is rack up at least 200 million ish if you can, right? So about anything below that is usually a restart, but that's kind of the goal. Yun and Yang are, I'm going to call them Yun and Yang. Yun and Yang are here specifically for increasing the power gauge for their assists, and they jump in and do a little bit more damage, right? So that's team 1. Team 2. So Rose, just give a couple cards here and there. She's really, really tanky for support, so keep her in there. He is here to give shields and keep these two alive. These two run the entire damage spectrum, so they're going to do C1, special, super, C1, C2, super, okay? So, or C3, sorry. So it's going to be Fashion Blanca, S Yang, Fashion Blanca, Bison, and then, of course, the carpet to keep them burnt to do more damage, and then Fei Long to do more burn damage. Pretty straightforward there, guys. Not much to think about that one. And then, of course, over here we have T Cammy's team. This is the one I'm kind of playing around with and trying to figure out. I will tell you guys this now. Abel is actually really, really good as an assist. So if you put him in assist slot here, for example, for Elena, she'll get a shield every 2 seconds and survive. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. I was actually using him for his C1 to give everybody a shield so nobody loses health for 2 hits. And it does work as well, too. So it depends where you want to go. The beauty of Zangief, of course, in here is the fact that he has the minus on the burn mechanic, right? So he has elemental safety on there for everybody. And this actually can be removed and put in for... the problem is that I have everybody already using broken, but whatever, we'll switch it back. Let's just see here. There we go. Okay, so you can put that back in now. So this is how it's going to look for all 3 teams, guys. Let's test it out, see what happens, right? We know we have the highest score, but I'll show you guys how it works. Okay, so I'll go ×1 here. So right away, just start the combo. Don't even wait. Try to get as much out of Viper's buffs as you can. Vigilante will give you enough super bar to do another one quickly, right? So you'll see here it pops up. She's alive still, that's great. Do your special. She's gonna die now, and now it's gonna be between Gen. Now the beauty of Gen here, of course, is the fact that he actually stays alive even after he dies. So you're just gonna do some damage with Viper here, and hopefully you can get off at least 2 of these flaming kicks and combust. There we go. Now try to get a couple more specials in if you can. MH will do his thing a little bit here and there, triggering. See about close to 200, right? So I mean, close enough, right? So 200 mil. Usually I go to 220-ish, but this was a little bit of a worse run. This here is the team that really does the most amount of damage. They do about 300 something, and my last team is the one that's actually I need to work on a little bit more. But I just want to show you guys the setup here. So here, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Normally I save that, to be honest with you. I don't know why I started that early. So normally I save that. We'll do this one for now. And then I go with Breath of Rage, and then that last. So, again, I have no idea why I started that way I did. That was a mistake on my end. But we'll just continue going so you guys can get the full idea of how it works. So Rose, you can see here, is still alive. So now she just died. You guys can see 2 hits here. Do this now. Now, yeah, this is not going to be as good of a run at all, like anywhere near what I normally do. But we'll just continue here. And normally I'm about 300 here, but I don't usually start off that way, so that was a mistake on my end. Again, talking and playing, not always the easiest thing in the world to do. So that was a bad run. So what you normally want to do with that one is you want to wait for 2 bars, Breath of Rage pop, and then do your combos, and then you do the MH Ken EX move, and then lastly you do the Tanuki, and that should net you that amount. Okay, so here I'm going to show you guys. This the key thing here is to watch Abel, right? Watch the shield here. Okay, so the shield actually gives her immunity for a couple hits. So take advantage of that, and every 7 seconds that's going to pop for her, right? So take advantage of that little tidbit of advice, and I think that will help you guys survive longer with this team. And it's good because Chun-Li can actually keep you guys up and running here for quite some time with her supers. Right, so here, another heal in. So hopefully that shield pops. There it is again. And here you have Virgil's move as well. In case you need to pop it, you can, right? Just to keep Elena alive a little longer. So let's do that now. Okay, there we go. And it's gonna lose it in a second. Yep, there it goes. Okay, and that's fine. Still did 200, so that's not too bad. Close to 200. If my other two runs were better, I would have been close to 700 million. That was actually a pretty bad run. But, I mean, close enough to the score. So there you guys have it. That's what I would run there. So, again, you guys can play around with it a little bit more. In terms of course, it's going to be broken formation and then resonance, broken formation. So somebody has to have shelter. It's important that somebody has shelter. Now, this team doesn't actually need shelter. So let's try something different. Let's try without shelter with this team. And we'll see what happens here. So I'm going to take Chun-Li's out for a sec. And let's see if we can run this without shelter this time. And if we can do a little bit more damage with this team, okay? Hold on. Let's try this out. We'll do one more time. Just because we can maybe squeeze in a little bit more DPS with broken formation on Gen. So start off. Now because Poison doesn't have that initial shield, she may die a little quicker. So you want to get that second combo off ASAP. Like, there we go. So at this point, she's going to die anyways. She always does at this point. So not to worry. You're not really in harm's way from that happening. Again, of course, like I mentioned here, does die as well. So not a big deal. So how do we do here number-wise? Actually, a little worse. A little worse. I think that's just RNG, though. I don't think that has anything to do with numbers. Yeah, that has nothing to do with shelter. That's just RNG. So you can see here, it's just a little bit of bad luck there on that one. So same results. I'll just get out of this one for now. So you guys have it. Try those teams out. See if that helps. Battle Lust, same scenario here, guys. So this could have actually been raised up a little bit. I did it a little different on this account. I would have taken out the attack bonus and put it into here instead. At least one into here, one more. And that would have actually brought it the damage up probably a lot higher. So tomorrow when I do get more Battle Lust tokens, I'll definitely put it in there, and that should max out the amount of damage I do. Alright guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.